Hello, my darlings. Welcome to another story time with Saku. Thank you for choosing me for your adventure. This is just going to be a practice run, so let me tell you a story. This is ridiculous, Bradbury, Dean whispered harshly, glaring at the white and gold chandeliers hanging deftly above them. He was so out of his element. He wasn't used to wearing tuxedos and suits. He would much rather be at home, sitting in jeans and a t-shirt, than being forced into a tie. He turned to his longtime friend and huffed when Charlie gave him that puppy dog look, jutting her lips out in a pout. Dean felt his steely resolve waver. There is no way I'm going to find my match here. For full emphasis, Dean raised his arms to the elegance of the ballroom. Please, Winchester, Charlie pleaded, holding onto his arm and pulling him into the large ballroom where people were twirling and dancing about to the soft music playing in the background. You are my last single friend. Everyone else has found their soulmate. I need you here. I couldn't go alone. Charming, Bradbury. Dean rolled his eyes but nodded. He couldn't let his friend down. He reluctantly followed her down the grand staircase, Ty tugging at his collar in an almost painful way. They stopped at the bottom of the staircase and were met by a man in a dark suit holding a clipboard. Dean stopped, breath caught in his throat. Fuck, the guy was hot. He had such amazing dark blue eyes, full, pouting lips, a tall, muscular frame hidden under the dark suit. His gaze rose up from the writing on the clipboard and he smiled at the two, making him look even more gorgeous than before, if it were possible. Dean felt his heart skip a beat. Fuck, he had dimples. Bradbury and Winchester, Charlie said, peering at the list. The man nodded and ticked Charlie's name. Good evening, Miss Bradbury. Mr. He tried, looking down at the clipboard in his hand. He mouthed out Dean's last name, trying to say it. Dean rolled his eyes. God, the gorgeous man just had to annoy him, didn't he? His last name wasn't even that hard to pronounce, was it? No one else ever had a problem before. It sounded just as it was spelt. Winchester. Dean frowned, a little bit insulted. It's not that hard to say. I'm sorry, he said flustered, still trying to mouth the last name. It was terribly rude of him. Dean watched as he clenched his eyes closed, trying once again before giving up. Wah. His cheeks turned an adorable shade of pink. Dean glared at him, sarcastically saying, Just call me Dean. The man narrowed his gaze at Dean, taking on his challenge. Of course, Dean. Their eyes widened in shock. Oh hell. Son of a bitch!